Hi guys, Dr.Rajarathna Thangavel here. So we're going to start with discussion of the INICET questions. So I'm going to start with this question, which was an image-based question. So you had a question from LID, right? So I'm going to discuss the question, the options, and the future questions that can arise from this particular topic. Because if you do remember, in NEET PG 2022, you got a question on lid coloboma. And this time you got a question on ankyloblepharon. So you need to know the other related terms. And I'm going to start with a little bit of lid embryology so that you know what are the embryological defects that can arise due to problems in embryogenesis, and probably the future questions can come from the existing topics that they've asked you or probably from other terms related to lid development. All right, so I will take you through the lid development. So how it all starts. So basically, you all know in the development of the face you have a frontonasal process and maxillary process. Yes, so when these processes are developing, that is how your lid first forms. So when does it actually start? It starts somewhere between week 5 to week 6. So that is when your lid folds get developed. So which develops first? Your upper lid develops first. Okay, so between week 5 to week 6 this happens. It's lid fold development. So what happens is that your frontonasal process, okay, so the frontonasal process gives rise to the upper lid fold somewhere in week 5. Okay, and week 6 your lower lid is formed by your maxillary process. All right, so week 5 to 6 the lid folds are formed. So the lid folds are formed by week 6. So basically we have 5 stages of lid embryogenesis, so to call. So first is formation, and then you've got fusion. Okay, so first we had this lid fold formation, and then you will have fusion, and then you will have development of the lid structures, because that I've explained, the structures of the lid I've explained in the anatomy of the lid. So all those structures, they develop. Okay, so that is the third stage, and then whatever got fused is going to separate. So the fusion, which was the second stage, is going to be followed in the fourth stage by separation, and finally you got maturation. So the 5 stages: you got formation, you got fusion, you got development of the lid structures, then you got separation, and you got maturation. All right, the fourth stage is separation. Yes, all those desmosomal adhesions that had happened in the periderm, yes, in the second stage fusion, now it has to separate. So this happens between week 20 to 24. So it starts at week 20. That means at the end of 5th month, right? It starts and it's complete by week 24. So 5th to 6th month of gestation, this is what is happening. When here we are going to deal with 4 entities. Okay, I'm going to keep it simple. So 4 entities that I'm going to describe for you. So one would be cryptophthalmos, another would be microblepharon, number 3 would be lid coloboma, and number 4 would be ankyloblepharon. So these are the 4 entities that I would be discussing in this video in detail, because these are abnormalities related to the lid development. All right, so you understood all the 5 stages of lid development. So we will go on to learn these 4 clinical entities.